now I'd like to start creating the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Okay, now it's maybe not as straightforward as you might think. And the reason is because I want to create proper edge flow. Okay, what does that mean? Well, if we look at this, you can see that I can think of it as a loop around the eye in the green. I can see a loop around the mouth, a loop around the mouth and the nose, and a loop around both eyes. Okay, I'm going to call this loop the Raccoon Mask, and then basically a loop around the eyes, loop around the mouth, and then kind of a muzzle mask here. Now, why is that important? Okay, it's important because when the character goes in for animation, and if it's rigged up, you want to make sure that it bends and deforms properly. So that is very, very important to have this underlying facial edge flow to be like this. So I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to get that to work. Okay. So, and there's a lot of different approaches to how to do this, but I found this to be the easiest. I'm first going to select this first edge loop right here, and I'm going to move this down. Okay. Great. Now I'm going to take this area here, both of these areas, or these faces, and I'm going to extrude in on itself like that. And this is starting to create the mouth. Okay, and I can see the mouth is, there it is. Maybe pull that forward. There we go. And okay, good. We'll call that the mouth area. And then I'm going to select these areas here, the four above, and I'm going to extrude in on itself there. So I'm going to extrude in like this, make that skinny. And this is going to be for the nose, okay, kind of where the nose is coming from. So maybe I'm going to go back to just my regular scale, get that thinner like that, and now maybe select some edges here and here. Kind of move that to the bottom of the nose. Okay. I'm going to grab these and maybe scale those straight. And I'm not worried about the nose kind of coming out. I just want kind of an area for the nose right now. So maybe I'll scale these straight as well. Get that like that. And then this, I'm going to have this, I'm going to think about this as the top of the nose. Scale that. Or top of where the nose connects, I should say. Okay, great. So you can start to see that we are starting to really get the shape is starting to come through. It might look a little weird right now, and it does. And now I'm going to create what's eventually going to kind of become that raccoon mask by selecting all of these areas. And now I'm going to extrude in on itself like this. Okay, great. And you can start to see, I think, what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and scale this in. I'm going to select these and kind of scale them in. There we go. Maybe move this up. Okay, great. And now if I take these, I'm going to kind of bring those down. There we go. And I'll bring this down. Grab these, maybe scale these straight. And I'm kind of using a combination of my front and my side view here. All right, there we go. And now I have a place for my eyes. Whoop. Yep. So if I select these, and I'm going to extrude again. Whoop. Extrude. Bring that in. There we go. There's where the eyes are. And then for the mouth, I'm going to select, let's see. Okay, so this actually kind of really being the mouth here, I think what I could do is I can afford a split because I want kind of a split to go through the mouth. So I'm going to bring in my insert edge loop, split that like right here. And now that goes through the mouth here. And then I think I'm going to select all 4 of these faces. Extrude in one more time. Aha. There we go. So yes, does it look kind of funny now? It does. But I think that this is a good foundation that has good, starting to have good facial edge flow. And if you, I'm just gonna, maybe I'm gonna turn symmetry back on. Now kind of go like this. And I'm just gonna kind of, kind of eyeball what makes sense here a little bit. Okay, and you can start to see what I've got going on here. So going back to that facial edge flow, you can see that I have a loop around the mouth. I have the muzzle loop that goes over the nose. I have the raccoon mask that goes like that. And maybe to make that a little bit more obvious, I'm going to bring this down like that. Maybe I'll bring all of these down. I could always add an extra edge loop up here. There we go. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll add an extra edge loop up here. Grab the vertices back here. There we go. Okay, great. And now I could probably select the nose. So I could select all of this. And I could extrude that out. And, okay. And now if I look back over here, I can simply grab these vertices and hit the average. I'm just clicking it several times. And it kind of averages back into place. And then also, I think on the nose, maybe grabbing these sides like that and averaging those. You can see how it kind of rounds it out a little bit. Maybe this one too. There we go. Awesome. Okay, great, great. And with the mouth, okay. Starting to look more and more like a face. Okay, great. And yep, that's looking much better. All right, making some great progress.